All right, for everybody that's already in the room here, we'll just wait a few more minutes. I see people still filing in, so just hang tight for a minute or two. Okay, just checking in for everybody who joined. We're just giving a couple more minutes. We see people still filing in, so we'll just give it another minute or two. Okay, I think just one more minute and we'll be good because I just see some people still filing in, but we're just about there. So, and then we'll get going. Okay, so I think that looks good. All right, so hey everybody, thank you for joining this webinar today. Um, for those of you who may not know, my name is Travis. I'm with ThermoGrid. And today's session is all about helping you taking your customer reviews and online presence to the next level. We partner with a great company, Shout About Us, to walk you through how you can generate more reviews, build trust with your customers, and ultimately grow your business. I am excited to introduce Athena here, who will be leading today's presentation. She's an expert in helping businesses improve their online reputation and get more visibility through reviews. And really quick, before I hand it over to Athena, if you have any questions at all during the presentation, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'll be monitoring the chat and responding and answering questions as we go. Of course, if anything comes up afterwards, you can always reach out to us at support@thermogrid.com. And I think, Athena, for something that might be a little more specific for Shout About Us, you're going to open up at the end for questions as well. So I guess with that, I'll hand it over to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Travis. So like he said, my name is Athena and I am with Shout About Us. I'm going to pull up my screen here and tell you guys a little bit more about what we do. Okay, let me make sure I've got the right screen up here. All right. Can you see this okay? Cool.
Yep.
All right. So today we're here because ThermoGrid has set up something really, really cool for you guys. We're essentially a review management service that will plug directly into your existing ThermoGrid account. We'll help you get more reviews, respond to all of those reviews, and in turn, grow your business. So here's a little agenda of what we'll cover today. Should take about 30 minutes or so. We'll start by talking about why reviews are so important, especially for your industry. We'll talk about how our service works with ThermoGrid. We'll give you a demo of our product and everything included in it. We'll walk you through exactly how you can sign up today. And then we'll go through any questions that I can maybe help answer towards the end. All right, so let's start with the why. We do work with a lot of home service businesses ranging from HVAC, plumbing, electrical, so on. The data is always consistent. Your online reputation really, really does make a difference. It helps customers find you, and it actually helps them convert and make those calls to book services with you. So just a few interesting statistics I wanted to share here. The first one being that 86%, which is the vast majority of consumers, will read online reviews before choosing a home services provider. With that, it also really matters about your rating. So if your rating is below 4 stars, people will usually just skip over you, no matter how good your services actually are. The second statistic here surprises a lot of people. 89% of consumers these days expect business owners to respond to their reviews. And especially in the home services industry, not many are doing this. So this is something that we could help you with right away to really set you apart from your competitors. The last one here is that review recency has become increasingly important. Not only do 74% of customers seek reviews written in the last 3 months only, but with the LLMs like ChatGPT, Claude, Copilot, et cetera, they now factor in recent reviews when they're surfacing local business recommendations as well. So here's an overview of our product and how it will work with your existing ThermoGrid account. So once it's set up, the main services we'll provide, as I said, are helping you solicit more reviews. So asking customers for reviews via text and email, and then responding to all of those reviews with custom responses. So once you sign up in our system, which I'll take you through the sign up flow in a little bit, but once you're all set up, no added work is needed on your side. We'll automatically send these review requests out to your clients as soon as the technician marks the job complete in ThermoGrid. So as soon as that job is done, we'll send out the review requests on your behalf. No extra work needed on your side. During that sign up process, you also have the opportunity to customize what those text and email requests would look like. So if you want to add unique messaging, your logo, any of that, you can do so during the sign up. And then once you're a client, you can also edit those, make updates at any time through the platform. So after you send out the request, if a client leaves a review on Google, Yelp, Facebook, HomeAdvisor, any of the 50 plus sites that we manage, we would automatically pull that review into our system. It would populate in all of our reporting. And from there, our team, which is a combination of trained AI and humans, would craft a personalized on-brand response within hours. And I'll go into that process a bit more as well. If you want to have some oversight over our responses before they go live, you also have the option to route review responses to your team for approval first. Some people do this for all 1 through 5 star review responses. Some just do it for the negative. So essentially that would just send you an email with the option to approve or edit our response before it goes live. So again, the big thing here is that your team really, after the setup is done, has no extra work added to their plate. All of this would just run in the background for you. So just another overview of everything you would get before we jump into an actual live demo. So the automated review requests after every single job is complete would go out to your customers. You also have the option to add follow-up requests if someone doesn't open that original email. Every review that comes in would receive a personalized on-brand response from our team within hours. You can get as custom as you'd like with those responses as well. We have baseline responses that are thoroughly trained in your industry, but if you have any specifics that you'd want our team to be aware of and incorporate in our responses, we would include those as well. And then comes that approval workflow I mentioned, where you have the option, if you'd like, to stay involved in the process and approve or edit the responses before they go live. We also have a vast array of reports, which I'll share with you during the demo. 2 really cool new reports are our customer insights and competitor analysis reports, which incorporate some AI to actually pull out the trends on what your customers are saying about you in these reviews. So you can see what you're doing well at, what could be improved upon. And then the competitor analysis can also rank you against local competitors in your market. And the last thing here, as I mentioned, is we have access to obviously Google, Yelp, Facebook, and then all of the industry specific review sites as well. All right, I'm going to jump into first, I want to show you guys the sign up flow. So I'll show you an actual screenshot in a moment of what that looks like within your ThermoGrid account. But once you access the sign up now button in ThermoGrid, you'll be taken to a landing page like this with a little bit more information. We also have a training video in here that you can use. And then if you scroll down, you'll see the two offerings. So the first one here includes the solicitation, all of our reports, and the option to respond to reviews yourself. Of course, the Review Navigator Plus is what we really recommend because this is the completely hands-off solution where our team would be responding and handling those review responses on your behalf. So if you wanted to sign up, you would just click choose the plan and you'd be taken into this sign up flow here. It takes less than 5 minutes. You would enter your business information, address, phone number, any account details there. You will be required to add a credit card at this time, so you'd be invoiced monthly. From there, you get into the customization. So the review solicitation customization is where you can actually customize what those text and email review requests would look like. Review monitoring customization allows you to choose which review sites we're having access to. And then review response customization is where you can add any response notes for our team to be aware of, and then also set up those escalation emails. So if you want to receive escalations to approve or edit our responses. And like I said, all of this can be edited through the platform once you're actually in there as well. So as soon as the sign up flow is completed and the data populates, you would have a dashboard that looks very similar to this. This is the homepage here. There's some high level KPIs for reviews, rating, requests. We are not responding for this client yet, so that's why you'll see 0. But as soon as we start responding, you'd be able to see that response data filter in as well. Breaks the reviews down by review site, by month here, review site rating. Lots of really good metrics in all of our reports. I won't go through them in too much detail here. We'll start by going over the generate section. So you'll see these menu items on the left here: generate, listen, respond are our main service offerings. Generate is where you can come in and edit those review request templates at any time. You'll see we have a variety of other ways to send out review requests in here. Since we are automating that for you automatically, I wouldn't worry about this section too much. If you did, for some reason, want to come in and manually send one out, you always have that option in here. Otherwise, I would just focus on the settings section here where you can actually edit those text and email templates. So I'll just briefly show you what that looks like. You can edit what the text looks like here. This landing page URL, you can edit here, and that's the actual page that asks the customer to leave a review once they click it. If you'd prefer to guide them directly to Google rather than the extra landing page URL, you also have that option. In the email section, we have a variety of pre-populated templates that you can choose from. You can also drop in your own custom template if you like. You can edit all of the messaging. If you're a service area business and don't want to show your address, you have the option to hide that or show it. Add a logo. If you want to also collect offline feedback, you can set up a direct to manager, owner, or customer service button, which allows people to send feedback directly to you as well. And then if you wanted to add additional review sites, you could do so here as well. And then the landing page, like I said, this is what's sent automatically through that text message. You can make all the same edits here. I'll show you our QR codes in a little bit as well. If you were to use our QR codes, they would also go to this landing page. So next, jumping into the listen section here, this is where all of our reporting lives. We have a lot of reports in here, so I'm not going to spend too much time covering all of them. The activity report, super helpful. This is actually sent out automatically as soon as you sign up on a monthly basis, and you can set up additional users to receive this as well. Shows those KPIs, breaks it down by sentiment, review site, and then there's a review feed here. You can also expand the date range if you want to look at more than 30 days or less. And then you can also export all of our reports at any time into an Excel or a PDF. As soon as you sign up, you'll also receive the review response feed on a weekly basis. So every Saturday, you would receive the last 7 days of reviews and responses in your email inbox. And then you can also add additional users to receive these. Like I said, a lot of reports in here. I won't go into all of them, but I do want to highlight the requested reviews report. So as soon as you sign up and those review requests start going out to your customers, you'd be able to keep tabs on them in here. You can see the emails and texts that went out, if it was clicked, etc. In the other report section, we have, again, some more reports, but I did just want to mention the QR code report. So I'll show you how to set those up too. Once those are being used, you can use the QR code report to track scans, clicks, IP addresses, all of that. Through our response service, we also offer review flagging. So if a spam review comes in, you can always flag it for removal through our system, and then we would flag it on Google or Yelp. This flagged reviews report helps you keep tabs on any reviews that you requested to be removed. Our insights report and competitive analysis report are the two new reports I mentioned. The insights report looks at all of your reviews with comments. So you might see these KPI numbers not matching up with the others. That's because these are just the reviews with comments. So we essentially analyze all of the data that your client is giving in those reviews. We have some metrics pre-populated for your industry, and it'll give you some key insights and recommendations based on each specific metric. If you scroll down, it gives those metrics even in more detail. So if you want to see pricing and value, you can see what customers are loving, some areas for improvement, and then recommended actions as well. This report can be exported, or you can even share the insights with your team by using this link. The competitive analysis report looks pretty similar. You can actually add your own competitors. So I went ahead and added a couple for this location, but you can add competitors that are in the same industry region, and it will actually rank how you're doing against them based on the same KPIs, reviews, rating. It'll look at those metrics and kind of explain based on the reviews how you're doing against them. If you scroll down here, you'll also see some key insights on each of those same metrics. It'll give you a sentiment score, and then it will also give you some recommendations. And then at the bottom here, we also generate an AI generated action plan for you. So we create 3 priorities for you to work on to catch up to your competitors if needed, and then some ongoing monitoring advice as well. So definitely some helpful information in here. So like I said, for this client, we're not responding to their reviews yet. But if we were responding, our team has a queue that looks very similar to that, where you can see all of the outstanding reviews. We come in with that combination of trained AI on your industry, included any notes that you give us, guidelines on how you want us to respond, tones you want us to use, anything like that. And we would populate a response. And then our team also has a team of humans that come in and review and make any needed edits to those responses before we submit them to your team or live to the site. If we were submitting them to your team for approval via an escalation, you would get an email that looks similar to this with the review information and then our drafted response. From here, if you like the response, you can submit it as is. If you had already responded through Google directly, you can mark it as already responded. You can make edits through this email, or you can decide not to respond at all. So that's what the escalation looks like. We do offer a few options. The 24-hour delay gives you 24 hours to approve or edit the response before it would go live automatically. This gives you 48, 72, and then we do have what we call an unlimited delay, which means the response would not go live until your team approves or edits it. This report review button is also included for all of you in the escalated review alerts. So if you see a review come in and you know it was an ex-employee or someone is slandering and saying crazy stuff, you can flag it for removal through that escalation as well. And then our team will handle the rest on your behalf. Okay. And then jumping into the resources section, here are the QR codes that I mentioned. So I'll just quickly show you what this looks like. We have a variety of templates in here that can be customized. We have a hang tag that you could wear around your neck if you want on site. We also have the only QR code option, which is used a lot. You can customize the size and the color, and then people use this and include it in their existing collateral like business cards, receipts, anything like that. You can download it directly through this page, and you can even send it to your phone through this link. Here's where I mentioned it automatically goes to that landing page URL, but if you wanted it to go to a review site like Google directly, you can also set that up here. The resources section also has the website widgets that I wanted to quickly highlight. We have, again, a lot of templates in here that you can choose from to display your rating, display your actual reviews, and even include those links to ask for reviews. This one is a good one here. It can just display at the bottom of your website. We've also found that these are increasingly important with the LLMs and showing up in the AI recommended searches because they are reviewing business websites now. So to see that you have an excellent 5-star rating on your website too is always great. The last thing I wanted to mention in the settings menu here is just a few kind of housekeeping items. The location management section is where you would be able to come in and edit any of those response and location settings that you set up during the sign-up flow. Review site logins is where you can come in and give us access to any additional review sites that you want to add or edit after the sign-up process. And then the email report management section is where you can see the people that are set up to receive our automated reports on an automated basis, like that monthly activity report and the weekly review response feed. And you can add people through this section to receive that. Lastly, we do have a help center here that you can access with the question mark icon and a chat bot. So we're always available to help with any questions that come up while you're in here. All right, I'm going to jump back into the presentation here for a minute. All right, so sorry. Okay, so I just wanted to quickly touch on our response process once more to make sure that you guys fully understood, because we do get some questions on how we can really make it custom and not sound, robotic if we're incorporating AI into that. So like I said, we have a very trained system that we've used after 10 plus years of responding to reviews on behalf of home service clients. So we really have it down to a T already. And then if you want to go in and edit the tone, let's say you want our responses to be warm and casual for the positives, more professional, buttoned up. However, you guys respond to your customers typically, we can incorporate that so it sounds like it's genuine from your team. If there's a seasonal promotion going on, for example, or we oftentimes see people wanting to include a phone number and an email address in the negative review responses, all of that can be customized and included in our responses. And then, of course, that option to approve or edit responses before they go live. You'll see on the right over here a few sample responses, one for a positive review. We always mention the customer's name. We get as detailed as we can while not making them too long. And then a more negative review where you'll see that the client has asked that we include a phone number, an email address, and even a signature with the customer experience manager's name. So all of that can be set up during sign up, which we'll cover next here. Okay, so here's a screenshot. Hopefully that's not too small and you guys can see it okay, of your ThermoGrid dashboard. From your menu options in the top right corner, you'll see this customer reviews option. When you click that, you'll then be taken to this page with the option to create account. Once that's selected, you'll be taken to that landing page that I showed you at the beginning of my demo with the video and those two plan options to sign up. As soon as you click sign up, you'll be taken through that flow where you'll be able to do all of the customization I mentioned for both review requests and review response. As soon as that's done and we have access to your review sites, immediately we'll start responding to those reviews. And as soon as the next job is marked as complete, we'll trigger that first review request. All right, so that pretty much covers everything. I know I touched on a lot. Hopefully I didn't go too quickly, but if anyone has any specific questions or any parts of the platform that you want me to go over in more detail, please let me know.
I think you must have covered everything perfectly, Athena. There was no questions in chat throughout the whole time.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. Well, if anyone does have any questions, after this, you can feel free to forward them or connect them to me directly. That's fine too.
Mhm. Yep, and even on our site too, it's support at thermogrid.com. We can always, if we need to, we can pass it on to you as well. Okay, well, if there are no questions, I don't even see anybody typing. We can go ahead and we can wrap this up. But yeah, there will be a recording of this available for anyone afterwards, and also there will be a survey sent out to everyone afterwards. So it'd be really great to have your feedback. But yeah, thank you, Athena. Appreciate it very much. And for everybody that joined, thank you for joining. And looking forward to talking to people.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity to present to you all.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.